What do I do? Yes, what do I do for a living?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do for a living? I am a graduate in textile industry. I'm a dyer and I'm a textile technician. I'm establishing my own business at the moment. It's not easy.
In what?
In textile dyeing.
Dyeing?
Okay, yeah, in dyeing and working with the alternative crowd, and I enjoy it, yeah. It's great. I've just seen a customer which is down the road, and I've sold him a few things, and I'm going
Like
to see
what?
another customer now. T-shirts.
Which you've dyed?
Which I've dyed.
Is that stuff you've
This is
dyed?
my work, yes it is.
Right.
Okay.
That's pretty wild, isn't it? That's nice. What was this originally? What colour was this?
Originally that was plain white.
Plain white. That's very nice. And this is a lady's blouse, I guess?
Yes, it is. Ladies and men's. It's a unisex. These little bra tops that I've done are for ladies. We should go this way. We can do it that way.
Well, usually.
That way?
Yes.
Okay. So I do it all myself.
Yeah.
I enjoy my work fully, and I like to see people dress. I like to dress people.
And do you have a family?
Yes, I do have a little girl.
Yeah.
And she's 4.
And do you dye her clothes?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What about a man?
Yeah, no, I have no man in my life.
Where's father?
Where's her father?
Yeah.
Well, I'm divorced, and I've got, you know, like 1,000 of us are. And
Like thousands of you are.
thousands of us, yeah. And that's life, yeah.
It is life. How long were you married?
I was married for 3 years. The relationship didn't turn out too good, so I left him, and I've got a beautiful girl, and her name's Caprice.
Caprice, that's a nice name. Where did that come from?
It's an Italian name, and it's a derivative, and it means, in Italian, it's Caprizia, which means fancy little girl, and she's a fancy little girl.
Yeah.
I love my daughter endlessly.
What about her mum? What about Caprice's mum?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I? What nationality am I? Macedonian?
Macedonian. Can we
Yes.
see your Macedonian eyes? Hi.
I'm Macedonian, yes,
And
I am.
Caprice's father was?
Is Italian.
Yes, Italian. Is that why you know why she has an Italian name?
No, he did not like the name. I discovered the name in a book, and it did something for me, and it suits her personality. And yeah.
How is it? What plans do you have for her, and how is it being a single mum?
It's hard being a single mum, but it makes you stronger after a divorce. I always believed in the family unit and doing things together. It's hard, but it makes you move on. She's my life. She's made me grow up in a lot of ways. And she keeps me young as well. So I grow up, and I like it. Yeah.
And well, obviously she's the centre of your life now.
Yes, she is. She's the centre of my life.
Would you consider having another relationship?
Yes, I will. I do go out with a lot of men, but I haven't met Mr. Right yet. And I'm sure there's someone out there for everybody.
At least one.
At least one, but I haven't found him yet. But he could be on the other side of the world, which I'm going to next year.
Oh yeah?
I'm going overseas. I'm going to Paris, and if I had the money, I'd live there.
What is taking you to Paris this time?
First time, I'm going for the first time. I want to establish business clientele if I can in what I'm doing. I don't know how the French will go in things like this.
And could you turn what you do into a big business?
Yes, that's what I want to do, but I've just started out, and it's been now 3 months. I've got 10 years fashion experience behind me under my belt, and I've worked for places such as George's, Myers, David Jones, and I've got the experience.
What's your strength, do you think?
My strength is
First in business.
In business, my
in what you do. I mean,
my gutsy attitude, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of my male friends say, "Hey, you've got balls. You should have been a man." Well, I'm a hard lady. I drive a hard bargain.
What about on the personal front? Or is business all consuming? Well, Caprice and business.
What are you talking?
Well,
yep.
You say you've been out with some guys, but they haven't been Mr. Right. How do you manage to have a social life with a little girl? Do you have family around here?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
My mother looks after her. Her father's got her this weekend. I've got a beautiful brother and a beautiful sister-in-law, which supported me through the whole of the divorce, and it was a messy divorce, and quite messy. There's lots of things I'd like to talk to you on camera, but I can't because it's very personal.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have married Tony because I saw the signs before we actually got into the commitment, but I was blind to it, and it's made me grow up a lot. Yeah, it has.
You thought they might go away if you ignored them? Yeah.
So we were married for 3 years, but the best thing that came out of it was my beautiful daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what would be Mr. Right? Can you give us a pen picture?
Okay, Mr. Right. I could go on and on. Person that's going to support me in what I do. It's going to love me for me, not for the way I look. He's going to be there for me at all times when I need him and when he needs me. Understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, so that's the most important thing, and that's Mr. Right for me. Not many men aren't like that. I'm not saying all men are the same, but I haven't met anybody that clicks with me mentally. He has to have sex with my brain before he has sex with my body.
David, I'm Andrew.
Andrew? Nice to meet you, yeah.
You run a cafe?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I've been here.
I would have thought that's pretty relaxing.
It is relaxing, but it's had its moment too, you know, you get stressed sometimes. Yeah, it's very stressful because dealing with people all the time. Yeah. And it's hard because... they're
demanding.
You know, people want so much sometimes. You know, it's hard to please everyone, but the majority, they come here, they're pleased, 100%.
But is the lifestyle as pleasant as it is to have a cafe?
It is. It's. I wouldn't do anything else about working in cafe or bars. I wouldn't do anything because it's a people industry. You have to like people very much. Yes. And you have to love people because you learn so much about life from people. You get to meet so many different people.
Do you actually get to talk to a lot of the customers?
I know actually 90% of my regular clientele. I know them by names. I get to go out with them sometimes. I get to go have lunches with them sometimes.
Really?
We got to go have barbecue sometimes. This is where's my circle of my social life and friends. So the cafe is my lounge suite, and home where I live is just my bedroom and my showers. That's all. Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend or a lady?
Well, it's hard to have a girlfriend in this in this industry because the hours are so long. I went out with a girl. She was a nice girl actually, but she went overseas and. She wanna live in Europe for a couple of years, and she wanna learn Italian. And she's the only one ever accepted my situation, and she said, "Okay, I go out with you." Other girls, you know, sometimes, "Oh, okay, let's go out. When gonna meet you?" After midnight. We're gonna go after midnight. Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
Tell me, you're Italian?
No, I'm not. I'm a Palestinian actually.
Palestinian?
Yeah.
You sound like you have an Italian accent.
Yeah, lots of people think I'm French actually. I don't start speaking to me in French.
No, and you don't speak French?
No, I don't. Not very much. I do speak a little bit, but not very much,
Any other languages?
Oh, I speak Arabic and Hebrew and English, and a bit of German, French, a bit of Italian too, and a bit of Spanish.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is cool, because I travel a lot.
You travel a lot. How do you travel? How do you get away?
Before I had the business, actually, I did travel. Hi, how are you, gentlemen? Yeah, before I have this, I traveled for 2 years.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 32.
32. Yeah. You've only been in this business for a couple of years.
4 years.
Was it hard to start the business?
It is. Oh, it was very hard. Yeah, at the start, everything's hard. Yeah. Of course, I thought, you know, I don't have, you know, I used to work behind bars and restaurants, but I don't have really experience to run a business myself. It's one thing. And the other thing, I don't have the money with me to start with, so I started very simple and have to put the hours myself most of the time. So I used to work from open to close, which is from 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. for the first 2 years myself.
Every day?
Every day, non-stop, every day. Every day. It was very hard, but it's rewarding now.
It's a successful business.
It is. It is successful, and it is still successful. But the thing is with business, you have to keep it up all the time. You cannot relax in business. You know, I mean, you have to perform all the time. As soon as you sit back and relax a little bit, everybody go. So you can't get away now. You know, I'm stuck here. I don't know what to do. I managed after 3.5 years to go to Europe for 3 months, which is just during this winter I decided to go, and that's it, because I got to the stage where I'm really tired. I couldn't give the customers what I want. So I got to the stage where I couldn't talk to the customers anymore because I'm getting so stressed and so tired. And I managed to put 3 good staff in charge of the place, and I went and took off for 3 months, and I came back and the place is still here.
And it was okay?
Yeah, it was okay, The place is still here. As soon as I got back, I couldn't believe how many people knew that I was overseas.
Show us your cafe, show us around.
You would like to come in?
Yeah, let's
please
have a look.
Let's have a look.
David, it's your life, but how long can you keep?
I think forever. Yeah? I think so. I can't. For me, I always say to myself, me, without people, like the fish without water, I have to have people to live. And I love that.
But this is your wife.
It's my wife. People ask me, have you got a wife? I say, this is my wife, and I can't divorce it, you know. I think if I take a break, I will take a break only for a short time, but always I will be here because I miss that. It's been everything for me.
Tell me a bit about where you were born and how you came to be here.
That's a long story too. I used to work in a hotel. I used to study at school back in Israel or Jerusalem.
Yes.
Yeah. And I met this girl. I used to work behind the bar, this lady actually, and we went out together. And it was good. Yeah, it was good. I fell in love.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is how I ended up coming here. I fell in love. We are not together anymore, but...
But was she the cause of you coming here?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I never thought of this country before.
And she was Australian?
She was Australian, yeah.
And did you come here with her?
No, I followed her later on.
You followed her, but it was no good.
It was good, but she was much older than me.
Oh,
she was much older than me. She's, she was good, was perfect for those days. Was perfect, yeah. But it was an experience. I learned a lot out of it. You know what I mean? I learned so much from it. And,
your one big love affair?
Sorry?
That was your one big love affair?
It was the first one too. Yeah, it was a big one. I don't know if it's gonna happen again, but I hope so. Will happen again.
How long did it last?
7 years. Yeah.
Long?
7 years. Yeah.
Why
it was hot and steamy all the time. Yeah.
What made it come to an end?
Work. My second wife.
If she walked in here today, would you go back with her?
No. I don't want to go back. I want to go forward. You know what I mean? I don't want to go back. It's all right. It's been good. Let's leave it at that. You know what I mean? You don't want to destroy the beautiful moments you have and the beautiful things you have. You keep them there. You know what I mean? When you get older, you think about it and that's it. But I don't want to go back. No, I want to go forward.
I was admiring your lovely jumper.
Yes, it's
very colourful.
It's an Australian Coogee jumper.
Yes. You don't make things like that, do you?
I'm afraid not. No artistic talent at all.
But you wear exotic colours. You have a lot of nice colourful earrings.
Yes, I bought the earrings here at the market to go with the jumper.
It's always a good reason for these things.
That's right.
My name's Andrew. From SBS we do little personal glimpses of people we meet around Australia. Can we ask what your name is?
Lynne Johnston.
Lynne.
Yes.
From?
Frankston.
Born and bred?
No. Londoner originally.
Londoner?
Yes.
How long have you been in the
in Australia
colonies?
for 16 years.
Migrated here?
Did, yes, from South Africa. So migrated twice.
Migrated twice?
Yes.
You went to South Africa from London?
I did, because I met a South African.
So love took you there?
It did.
Yeah. And did love bring you here as well?
No, escaped from South Africa. I think politics brought us, left South Africa. And now
glad you did?
Very. Yeah. Wonderful country, been very good to us. Definitely the lucky country, isn't it? We're about to migrate back to France, maybe.
Are you?
Which is...
What's taking you there?
Sad for Australia, or a change.
Yes? Just a change?
Yes.
Are you able to say definitely, or is it you said maybe?
Yes.
Definitely moving.
Yes.
What part of France?
Languedoc, in the south of France, near the Pyrenees.
Mm-hmm. Why? Why there?
Maybe still a pull back to Europe. I think migrants, I don't know whether they ever really settle in a new country, do they? It's very hard.
Some do,
so
some
always
don't.
Your roots. Yes, I think that's an interesting thing. I don't know.
Do you feel that you sort of you don't really belong anywhere? Do you have a sort of...
Certainly do, and I think that's quite sad for my children. I don't know. Don't really have roots.
Weren't they born here?
They were born in South Africa.
I see.
But came here when they were very young. I think they quite feel Australians.
Yeah.
But still not sure of their roots.
Right. What sort of influence is your husband? What nationality is your husband?
He's South African.
Yes.
Well, now he's an Australian.
He's about to become French.
Yes, maybe.
What work is he in?
He's got a small marketing consultancy, but he also paints, which is why we're always interested in these things at markets.
And what will you both be doing in France?
We have been to explore and see what we can, maybe a small bed and breakfast or maybe a summer painting school or something like that.
So quite a radical change of life.
Very, yes. Our children are grown up and left us now, so
you've been planning
have to find a new interest, yes.
How did you choose the place to which you are now going to move?
I think that's more my husband's decision because it was warm. He likes the sun, being a South African.
Yes.
That's also an important thing, isn't it? Australians also
Yes.
hung up by the weather.
And is there a particular house that you've picked
No,
out?
no, not at all. We
just the
intend
region.
to travel around for maybe 6 months to find the region to live in.
Yes. And he's happy to change his career.
Yes, he thinks he'll be able to paint there, so which would be nice.
Sounds very
for him.
romantic, isn't it? You
It
go to
does,
south
people.
of France, and I'm going to just, run a little bit of bread and breakfast and maybe paint. It's a dream.
It is a dream, but that's what you have to have in life, isn't it? A goal like that, and maybe take a chance and try something different. As I say, Australia's been very good to us. If it doesn't work out, we'll come back.
How far away is this? Is it months away?
Maybe about a year and a half.
Oh, that far away. So you've still got plenty of time to plan and
Yes,
do all that.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it?
very much.
In particular, what? The challenge of change, or?
I think that, yes. We're very interested in the history, I mean, in Europe, the churches and all that sort of thing, so we think there'll be lots to do. We like walking, so we hope to do some of the pilgrimage routes and that sort of thing, so I think there is lots to look forward to. We're looking at selling our house now, but we will be very sad, and where we live, there are kookaburras and all that sort of thing. We live on a quite, reasonable sized piece of land. I think we'll miss that a lot. Miss the Australian bush. But, like I say, you have to have a change.
All right.
What's your name?
Noel.
Noel.
Yeah.
You're
I've seen you.
You've seen us.
Yeah.
Where?
I like your show.
Oh, yeah, on the television.
Yeah. You pick up handsome spunks in the street and start talking to
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
Am I going to get discovered or what?
Yeah, what can we discover about you?
Well, any single girls out there, I'm tall, dark and wealthy.
Yeah.
I've got my fingers crossed. Good to see you. Welcome to Tassie.
Thank you. Are you on business now this morning?
Yeah, I'm a male model. No, I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
I sell cleaning gear
Oh, yeah.
and life's good.
What do you mean cleaning gear?
Detergents, serviettes, toilet paper, bags, all that type
Who do you
of thing.
sell it to?
Mostly in the hospitality game.
In bulk, then, commercial
Yeah.
quantities, big
Yeah.
industrial quantities. Yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you do for fun?
I like racing horses,
Do you?
and I like most sports except bullfighting. How can
Yeah.
people watch that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm
Whatever.
single. Yeah.
You've been single all your life?
No, 7 years now.
Yeah. What happened?
We come in hurdles in life, don't you? Well, I hit one, no cliches, but the wheel of life does go round. Seriously, it does. Yeah. And, you come right, you think you never will,
Yeah.
but now they call me the North Pole. I'm on top of the world. You know?
Have you got a girlfriend?
Yes.
Have you? She's one?
She's lovely. Look, she's kind and wonderful and generous.
Yeah. How did you meet her?
At a hotel. She was a waitress. Yeah. Mari's her name.
Mary.
And she's all right.
Tell me about Mary.
She's a grandmother. She's extremely kind, Andrew. She's one of those rare people that thinks of other people first. She's always doing for something. Nothing's a trouble. If you wanted a liver or a heart, Mary'd give it to you.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of us like
Yeah.
that, but she's a bit special that way.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How long have you known her now?
A bit over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call us Beauty and the Beast, but I don't like people calling a beast. You know?
What do you do together? Where do you go?
We, look, people think, well, you're 40, a bit more, you're over the hill and gone, you know. But it's not true, Andrew.
No, it's not. No.
It's all programming. Life's full of you're programmed to get up here and do this thing. It's all, now, people program themselves wrongly.
Yeah.
Don't want to get heavy, but they do.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Life's bloody terrific.
And
Sorry.
you program yourself to have a
To be
terrific
happy.
life.
you
Yeah,
know?
right. Yeah.
You don't need a big quid.
Yes.
Money only lets you be miserable in comfort. The secret of life is peace of mind.
Yes. That's
If you're
true.
right up there, everything's right.
Yeah.
But you look at Elvises and your Marilyns, and I'm a Marilyn fan.
Oh, yeah?
How did they finish up? And there's trillions like them, you
Yeah.
know. Don't want to get personal with people. They're still
Yes.
living now, but
Yes.
I wouldn't swap with anyone.
Yeah. But did you always have peace of mind?
Pretty well, yeah.
Were you always an easygoing guy?
Yeah. I think you get it from your parents.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, mine were beaut.
Where from?
I'm born in Melbourne.
Born in Melbourne from Australian parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Mum's a Kiwi, actually. Or
Is she?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lost her 3 months ago. A bit of a loss.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
She was a young Andrew, and
Yes.
she's a wonderful woman.
Yeah. And your dad?
He went to Glory about 6 years ago on Australia Day. That would have pleased him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are your plans now? Do you have plans? Do you plan ahead? Do you think ahead?
No, I don't really. It might sound weakish, but go with the flow a bit. You know, life's terrific, as I said to you.
Do you believe in God?
Oh,
or
very much so.
something?
Yeah, if you haven't got the boss with you, you haven't got much at all.
The boss.
Yeah. Sometimes we can't understand his decisions, but often in life, things later come right, and you say, "Oh, that's good. You didn't want what you wanted at the time.
Right.
He's got better things for it." Oh, yeah.
So a good present, a good past.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
past.
Oh.
There's stuff in
Yes, yeah. Nothing. Hello, brother. Fans everywhere. Dad said I'll have a big funeral. I know a lot of people.
You'll have a big funeral.
And it's very important. If you don't have a few mates,
Yes.
you haven't got a lot, Andrew.
Then
Really.
you have a lot. Yeah.
I have half a dozen guys that would take a punch for me. Now, how many fellas have?
Yeah,
and
that's
I
good.
would for them too.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're saying you're a bit of a Marilyn fan.
Yeah, she's beautiful. The great one, I call her. Yeah.
A great one. How seriously a fan are you? I mean, do you collect stuff, memorabilia?
Yes, I get into trouble for it. And I've got a beautiful big one now in red from the 1954 photographic session, and she has nothing on but the transistor, you know.
Yeah.
But it's she's terrific.
Yeah.
Had a horrible life early. Look,
Yes.
but I thought she could act and she could sing.
Oh, she was a very good actress.
Now ask any kid today, an actress. They call them actors. It's actress. What's wrong with being a female?
Nothing.
Actress of the 60s.
Yes.
Marilyn. Ask from another one. They don't know. Can't tell you. Do you like her?
I do. I think she was an underrated actress.
So do I. Yes.
She's done some terrific stuff as an actress.
She could do the tart. I don't like using that word. And she could do the sophisticate or the cowgirl and get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a one-off. She was
think
unique.
So. Yeah, they tried to copy her, and that's the greatest compliment in the world.
But what do you think? What is it that makes her special? And why is that there are some people who are really obsessed with her? Same as with Elvis. There's certain people that people get obsessed about.
I can't understand James Dean. People obsession with him. He wasn't. Well, he didn't like girls much, and he sort of always shot up. But he was a rebel when it was unpopular, wasn't it? And I think growing up, we all have a bit of that. Got to get away from the oldies, don't we?
Let me just put a thought and see what you think about it. Maybe all these people we've spoken about have died at a certain point before they got old.
Fact, yes.
You know, they didn't slide away.
Like the old soldiers.
That's
no.
right. Maybe that has something to do with it.
I think they believe their own publicity, Andrew. Some of them, you know.
What about you? How would you like to go when your time comes?
Quickly. Don't want to linger. Who does? No. I've seen people don't want to linger. If you get run over by a truck, it's not too bad.
Right. I wouldn't know. Have you ever had accidents?
Not major. No.
So apart from one divorce, was it?
Yes.
One divorce. You've had a spotless life.
Well, I'm not keen to go again. Marriage is like a bath. After a while, it's not so hot.
I have never interviewed an animal before.
Yes.
What's inside the animal? Who's inside the animal?
A person.
A person. Nice person.
Yes.
What can you tell us about you before we see your face? What's your name
you're not
first?
going to see the face. My name is Peter.
Peter. And you're doing the Wilderness Society a lot of good? Collecting?
Yes, but there's nothing in there yet, so maybe you can help me.
Look.
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Peter, do you do this often?
Yes, twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yes.
Is it a job?
Yes, it is. I get paid money.
You get paid money. What else do you do? Is that enough, or do you do something else?
No, I don't do anything else during the week, except, you know, I used to do a bit of volunteer work for Community Aid Abroad, and...
I can't hear you very well. Speak up a little.
Okay.
That's better.
Let's see.
You volunteer work for?
Community Aid Abroad.
Yeah.
When they were organising their door knock appeal, and I helped them out with that, and not much else really.
Except they're doing things for...
And a radio show on PBS.
You have a radio show on PBS?
Yes.
All right, just very briefly, sketch us out Peter's life today. Just very briefly, where you were born, where you come from.
I come from Aspendale.
Hang on.
I come from Aspendale.
Yes.
I have a cold.
Yes.
It's very disturbing because it's a sore throat. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard soliciting people on the street today. But there's something I do have to plug if I get this on the air.
What's that?
I do Food Not Bombs on Sunday nights.
You do what?
Food Not Bombs.
What is that?
Well, what we do is we go to the markets, like Victoria Market,
Yeah.
and we get the food that they're about to throw out. And what we do is, instead of like it going to waste, because so much food goes to waste, we get all the vegetables and we cook up food for people in St Kilda on Sunday nights.
And for anybody, or?
Oh, just anyone who comes along, the needy. You know, if they want a cooked meal, we have like vegetable curry, stewed fruits, rice, and stuff like that. And they can come and get it. Instead of it going to waste, it's going to people that actually need it.
And you do the cooking?
Oh yeah, I do the cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a group of us that do it in St Kilda on Sunday nights, and in the city square on Monday nights, and in Fitzroy on Tuesday nights. And anyone can come along and get some food, and it's always hot to it, like gas cooker and stuff, and get a cup of tea and stuff, so it's really good.
So you're doing nice things for other people?
Yeah.